Howdy folks, if you watch this channel, and I hope that you do, you know that I like turmeric syrup. Well, I found a much easier way to make turmeric syrup. I'm gonna show that to you. I got a couple of fun drinks to try. Let's go. Now, normally to make turmeric syrup, you would just get some turmeric from the store, peel it, chop it up, and let it steep in some simple syrup. And that's all there is to it. Now, this method is very simple, but it does tend to stain your cutting board orange, which can be a little bit annoying. And also, I find that this new version packs a lot more turmeric flavor than the old one. And it goes like this. I was at the store the other day, and I found this bottle of turmeric juice. All we have to do is take our turmeric juice and add an equal weight of sugar. Presto! Turmeric syrup. This bottle happens to be 237 milliliters, so I'm adding 237 grams of white sugar to the pan with this juice to dissolve it. We're just gonna heat this enough to dissolve it. We don't need to boil this or anything. Then just bottle it up and you're good to go. By the way, you can also do this with ginger and lots of other things. Ginger juice can be found at the store these days. Mix it 1-to-1 with sugar and you've got ginger syrup. You could make orgeat by using almond milk. You could make grenadine with pomegranate juice. You can make any syrup from any juice. It's easy and fun. You have no excuses. So the last time I made turmeric syrup for you was 2020, almost 4 years ago. We did a tequila, lemon, turmeric sour. We had also some pepper tincture in it. That was a pretty good drink. I think for this drink, we're gonna stick with a tequila theme, and I'm also going to use the pepper tincture in this. If you wanna learn how to make pepper tincture, you can check out Dave Arnold's book, Liquid Intelligence. That's where I copped this recipe. Or you can go check out my earlier video on the topic, although it's a very old video and the videos now are much better. Now, for further inspiration, when I've made turmeric syrup in the past, Auntie Susan has liked to put it in her coffee as a little treat. Coffee and turmeric go very well together, it seems. So we're gonna do tequila and coffee liqueur and turmeric and a little Fernet just to bitter it up a little bit. And since turmeric is supposed to have antioxidant qualities, we're calling it the Antioxidant Intoxicant. Let's go. All right, we did it. The Antioxidant Intoxicant. That's fun. Now, the first thing you'll notice about this drink is how very, very murky it is. First of all, it's got this coffee liqueur, which is very dark and, muddy, I guess. And then the turmeric also has like a lot of particulate in it, and it comes out sort of a very muddy brown. So not that attractive of a color, but I bet you it tastes good. Let's try it. It's very turmeric-y. The turmeric comes through really nicely, and it blends really well with the coffee. You get a coffee aftertaste and a Fernet aftertaste. It's like a little tequila up front, and then it sort of turns into like coffee and turmeric, and then it turns into coffee and Fernet, and then it turns into Fernet. This is a nice balance of three things. It might be just a little bit sweet. We might turn all the sweet elements down just a fraction, but this is really good. I really enjoy this drink. Now that I'm sitting here for a second, I'm getting a little bit of a turmeric aftertaste as well. This drink really lingers and has a lot of layers going on. Wow, I think that's terrific. I'm not detecting my pepper tincture too much. That might not be necessary. You could throw a dash of bitters in there instead if you don't want to go to the trouble of making pepper tincture, which I don't blame you. Although the pepper and the turmeric, I think, are kind of in the same place, hitting the same part of the palate, so It could be the pepper is just getting blocked by the turmeric a little bit. Still, I think that's very good. Great job, Uncle Pete. Now, I've got a second drink that I want to make for you, and I haven't actually had the chance to preview this one before filming, so we're going to be trying this for the first time. I figured turmeric is a lot like ginger. You know, it's a spicy root, so we're going to make a penicillin, but instead of ginger, we're going to use turmeric, obviously. Now, the Sam Ross version of this drink actually calls for ginger honey syrup, where he makes one syrup that is, you know, ginger sweetened with honey. A lot of places actually will just do ginger syrup and honey syrup combined, which is what I am going to do as well, swapping the ginger for turmeric, obviously. So this is a penicillin riff, and so obviously we're going to call it the tetracycline. And I would normally want to put Lafroig in this, but I don't have any, so I'm going to use Lagavulin, and that's fine. There's no rules. Let's mix it up. All right, we did it. Check out this orange color. That's spectacular. Let's give it a taste. You get that smoky scotch on the nose right away. It's like penicillin, but it's much earthier. Ginger, you know, has that spiciness to it, and this hasn't got that spiciness, but it's got instead that sort of turmeric earthiness. I think that's pretty fun. It might be better with ginger and turmeric, like if we added ginger syrup and turmeric syrup and honey syrup, like that would be a fun, like, sort of triple syrup to have on hand for this. But this is pretty good. You know what else might have been good is putting that pepper tincture in this one as well. I feel like it might have upped the spiciness level just a little bit to sort of mimic the ginger spiciness. That's another option. Huh. Maybe next time I make it, I'll put in the pepper tincture. Food for thought. But yeah, this is a very tasty drink. Turmeric and scotch seem to go together pretty well. It's tart. It's got that smoky pop at the beginning and a nice earthiness. I love it. All right, conclusions. Turmeric syrup, delicious, simple, goes great with tequila and coffee and scotch. Lots of good opportunities to make delicious drinks. So, you know, do it. All right, that's all I got for you. If you have any positive feedback, put it down in the comments. In the meantime, thanks for watching. We will see you next time.